Hey YouTube fam, and welcome back to another video. It's your girl Gabby Mack. Thank you for tuning in. Today's video, we are talking about why you will go broke in Ghana. You know, I'm telling you guys facts, the real truth. You will go broke if you do these things. So stay tuned and continue watching this video. And I'm also going to answer a few questions that people have been emailing me about Ghana, some information that they want to know before they visit or they decide to make the move down here. So if you're interested, please continue listening to this video. All right, guys, so today we talking about going broke when you in Ghana. Now, let me tell you guys the truth. You can go broke in Ghana like this. All jokes aside, guys, like you will go broke. And these are some of the reasons why I feel like you will go broke. And sad to say, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I had a little taste of it. I did have a little taste of it myself last year. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. But one of the first things I feel that would lead you to being broke is if you go around comparing how much you would have paid for certain things if you were living in America or UK, Australia, or wherever you're living from. That is absolutely the wrong move to do. For example, you'll be in the market like, hey, this thing is only 5 cities. Okay, let me calculate it. That's about only like $1 and some change here in the US. Oh, that's cheap. I'm gonna buy it. Let me tell you guys, that is the absolutely wrong move to do. And the reason why is because, one, you need to consider that cost of living in Ghana and the cost of living in US or UK or wherever you're living at the moment is very different. So comparing the two, you will feel that you're actually spending less in Ghana, but what you realize is your money is actually going to go faster because you need to actually find out what the real costs of things are down there and what you really should be paying. So you may think that 5 cities may be cheap for this particular item, but it's actually expensive. And the average person in Ghana probably would not spend that. They would probably find somewhere cheaper. So now this is really for people who are trying to live on a decent budget when you're living in Ghana. I know a lot of people think like, oh, okay, if I spend this much in US, when I go to Ghana, I should probably spend less. Let me tell you guys, that does not work at all. Like, for example, when my sisters were in Ghana for the year of return, they were doing a lot of that. And they was like, oh, this is cheap, this is cheap. But by the time they turn around, they were spending more than $100, $200, $300 in the week. And they was like, wait, we don't even spend that much here in the US. And I was like, exactly the point that I was trying to make is that you cannot compare because of the cost of living. So please, do not compare or try to do the exchange rate and say like, hey, this is cheaper. No, find out what really the prices are, the price range, know what you're getting involving, know what you're getting to. Like, for example, again, if you're getting an apartment, you're renting an apartment and you think of the price that they're giving to you, and then you exchange the money back into dollars or into pounds, it may sound pretty cheap. Like my place, when I converted, I think is about 200 and some, like, let's just say like $200, average out to $200 a month. You know, you're not going to find any place in America that is going to charge you $200 a month. But when you think about it in Ghana, you say that, oh, that's cheap. But the average person in Ghana will actually think that that's expensive. So avoid doing that. And trust me, you can definitely save money. 2, the next thing I'll say is budget. Don't go, like, for example, if you're using the exchange rate to compare everything, you probably would not end up budgeting because you feel like everything is cheap. No, guys, you have to budget. Like if you know you're going to get a certain amount of money coming to you while you're living in Ghana or you own your own business, like, find out the prices of things and budget well, because your money will go like this. I kid you not, you will spend more money, you will blow more money in Ghana than you blow living abroad. I'm telling you. So definitely be careful. Now, that was one of the big mistakes I made, and I saw myself going broke quick. I found myself buying a lot of food when I was, when I first moved down. I was buying a lot of outside food, and I realized I'm like, I'm spending a lot though. Every time I keep adding up, it's gonna, it's gonna be like, it looks like it's cheap, but technically I'm spending more. And then another mistake I made was the transportation. and Uber and taxi everywhere I was going, especially Uber, everywhere I was going, even though I was like, oh, the price is only 10 cities, only 12 cities, but those add up. So definitely that was a mistake that I made. I'm not saying you can't Uber when you go down there. You can definitely do that, but if it's like for a short stay, it's fine. But if you're staying there permanently, I would suggest either you find either ship your car or you buy a car down there, or you're sticking to using the public transportations like the trotros, or you really find out like how much it is with the taxis from here to here, and you know this is how much you're going to be spending all the time. But the transportation will take up your money. The food, buying a lot of food outside, especially from specific restaurants, will eat up your money and you will go broke. Last thing I wanted to talk about, so you don't go broke in Ghana, is having some source of income. So don't, I said in my previous videos, like, have a savings when you're going, sure. But if you're only living on just that savings, sis, you will go broke. My brother, you will go broke. So what is your source of income? Whether you're starting a business, whether you're living off your retirement, or whatever your money's coming, guys, go with a plan. Go with a plan. I did not do that, and I went broke like this. So now I know better. I've learned a lot in this 2 years that I've been going back and forth. So I'm preparing myself properly for Ghana. So yes, definitely have some source of income. If not, you will go broke. These are definitely a few of the things I think you should look out. If not, you will go broke. Now on to the questions that I've been getting. I've been getting a lot of similar questions, so I decided to just kind of wrap it all up and just give you guys answers. You can definitely still hit me up. You can leave a comment or you can email me, and I will try to answer as much as possible. I don't know everything, guys, but if I know where to lead you, I would definitely lead you to that right person or to the right website or whatever information that you guys may need. So let's move on to that. Well, one of the questions I was getting a lot was the visa process. So a few people were messaging me, asking me how to go about the visa process to go to Ghana. Someone was mentioning that they weren't able to get onto the Ghana Embassy website. And I believe the reason why they couldn't do that was because of the whole pandemic and the borders not being open. I think they just kind of shut the site. But with everything being open and with everything opening soon, hopefully that site will be working. And the visa process is very simple compared to other processes that I've heard from other countries. It's pretty simple. So you just literally need to go to the website. I will link everything in the description, and you just need to fill out the form. Make sure that you have your itinerary already. If you do not have your itinerary, they will not issue you the visa. So have your itinerary, fill out the form, pay the fee. I think it's $100 for the multi visa, and that's for 5 years, 5-year entry into Ghana. And you have up to 60 days to stay in Ghana. So they will stamp. So when you get to Ghana, they will stamp you for 60 days. After 60 days, you're going to have to pay a fee if you stay longer than that. And usually you have to go to the immigration office and just pay the fee for however longer you've stayed, so you're good. Or some people will wait to get to the airport. I think it's just too much of a hassle. So I just take the trip to immigration office, pay the fee, and then I'm set when I go back to the airport. So you pay the fee. I think it's $100. You need to put a stamp envelope in the envelope you're going to send to them so that they can mail your passport back to you. So please be aware, check your passport date. I have made this mistake before where my passport was literally about to die before I realized it, literally, I think 3 weeks before me traveling, and I had to literally expedite it. Make sure your passport is good. So if it's dying within the next 6 months, don't bother getting the visa. Update your passport first and then get the visa. So once that process is in your visa, you mail it to them. It doesn't take that long. I think about 2-3 weeks max, they're going to send it back. So my advice to you is prepare. So if you're traveling within the next month, like at least a month or two before traveling, get all that process going, especially with the pandemic going on. I'm pretty sure mailing situation is very slow. So maybe 2 weeks might turn to 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So prepare before you do that. I know that's a big question a lot of people ask about is the visa process. So there you go for the visa process. All right, another question that people ask me about is where to stay. Is it better to stay at Airbnbs or in hotels? So if you're coming down to Ghana for the first time, or you just kind of just don't want to stay with family or whatever, I would suggest do an Airbnb. Hotels are a bit more pricey. You can find some reasonable ones depending on the area you're staying at. But I always like Airbnbs because I feel like they're like home. So, you know, you can get a kitchen, you can have guests over and things like that. You know, hotels they restrict you to who can come in and, you know, who cannot. So, and the timing and all that stuff. And I mean, it also depends on your budget. If you're really going for a luxurious place, if you're just going for somewhere homey. So that all would depend. But I always go for Airbnbs. They have some really, really nice Airbnbs in Ghana. So it all depends on the location. So for example, if you're trying to stay where the nightlife is, you may want to pick Osu. Osu Airbnbs are beautiful. They might just be a bit pricey because that's where the life of the party is at. So you could literally walk to most of the clubs and bars that are there. So Osu may be a good place if it's like your first time visiting. You will have a lot of fun being in that area. But you may want to consider the noise. If you're trying to go more for like a relaxation trip, you may probably want to stay away from that side. So yeah, it all depends. I definitely will always go for Airbnb instead of hotel. But I know a few people asked about like what hotel, so I would leave down some really, really nice hotels and some reasonable hotels that you guys could definitely check out as well. There's some really, really, really beautiful hotels depending on where you want to stay, more in the beach, close to the airport. So all of that you have to consider. But that's it for the where to stay process. But if you do have a family or friend you can bunk in, do so and save those coins, guys. Do so, save those coins and enjoy and have more fun with that extra money than to stay, you know, in an overpriced place. So that's up to y'all, but that's personally what I would say when it comes down to where to stay. So this is the last one I'm gonna do for this video. I have so many other questions. I'll definitely probably talk about them in later videos, but for this video, the last question I want to talk about is business ventures. So yeah, in my previous videos, I talk about all these different things that you may face when you come to Ghana, you know, the bribery and all this other stuff that I talked about. And at the end of the day, everything I said, I personally believe that you can take it as an opportunity and you can turn it into business. If you personally feel like Ghana is lacking in this, maybe you want to think about a business that you can do to help, you know, better that. It's up to you. But people ask me what businesses should I, you know, get involved in. Like the first thing I always say is, number one, the biggest business in Ghana is buy and sell. So that's what moves the country. So if you want to get into that, it would depend on what you want to buy and sell, but buy and sell has always been the biggest thing. The next thing will be entertainment. Entertainment is really big in Ghana too. Nightlife, you know, is big. So bars, outdoor bars, clubs, yes. It's a little tricky when it comes down to the clubs. I believe that Ghanaians prefer to be outside and they enjoy that outdoor bar setup and things like that. And I believe that's why places like Bloom Bar, Republic, and Kona and stuff like that, they're always booming because it's outdoor and people love the outdoor field. So entertainment, it's a good business. It could be tricky, but you can definitely make a good living from that. Another thing I'll say is getting into food. Food and beverage is definitely a big business. Everyone needs to eat, everyone needs to drink. So if you have a good idea to open a restaurant, like I said, it depends on who you're trying to cater to. I always say cater to the majority. So that will probably be the average Ghanaian who can afford to eat between anywhere from one city to maybe 30 to 40 cities. So if you're trying to open a luxurious restaurant, you would definitely get your crowd of people. May not get it as much because it's not everyone who can afford to eat, you know, lavish, of course, and maybe not all the time. So if you want a business that, you know, is constantly flowing and getting you money all the time, doing a local joint, you can get decent money from that. And I think that's definitely important when you're in Ghana. You don't want to go broke, have some income coming in for you. So another business I would say, hospitality. You know, having your home and renting it out, it's a good business. Having an apartment, renting it out, doing the Airbnbs, those are always good. You know, real estate is booming in Ghana. A lot of people have interest in moving down there. So people are buying properties, people are buying land. So real estate is good. Just be careful. I talk about in my previous videos of, you know, certain things that you may face, especially when buying land or building homes and stuff. So you definitely want to do your research on that, but it definitely is a good business to get into. Advertising, marketing, I would say it's decent. I wouldn't say it's like it's like so booming that you definitely want to get into it. Like I said, end of the day, and I'll always tell you guys, do your research. Don't just jump into it and say that, oh, because you think that this is what Ghana needs, that you're going to do it. Go down to Ghana, take your trip, do your research, find out what's booming, find out what you can really invest your money into so that you won't waste your time. And I feel like that would be the best bet for you. So that's it for this video. Those are some of the few questions that I was getting frequently, so I wanted to address those questions. There are some other ones, I'll probably talk about it in later videos, but guys, I keep telling y'all, I'm giving y'all facts and details. I'm not trying to push anybody from not moving to Ghana or visiting. Visit. Make that visit. Get the feel yourself, because what I'm experiencing or what I may tell you, you may get a totally different thing when you go down there yourself. So visit, investigate, do your research, and find out. But there is some stuff that I'm telling you now, regardless of your own experiences, that's the way, that's Ghana, that's just how it is. It is what it is, but this is it. So I'm gonna keep throwing them facts to you, keep telling y'all the truth. Like, people say maybe you're being too negative, but look, Ghana ain't for everybody. Every place is not for everybody. Like, I always tell even my Ghanaian friends in Ghana, like, hey, America is not for everybody either. Everybody cannot deal with the BS in this country and the hassle and everything. And it goes for Ghana too. Everybody cannot, live there either. So do your research, visit, do what you have to do, and you'll know for sure if that place is for you. If you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. Make sure you follow me on the gram. I'm going to put all that information there. Whatever you guys want me to talk about or research more, please, leave the comments, email me, let me know so we can chat and I can get more content out for you guys. I can't wait to go back so I can show you more. I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of video ideas I want to share with you guys for sure. But this is what I have for you guys today, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.